Sometime during college and then afterwards, especially during COVID, my sister actually indoctrinated me into a more leftist position.
Indoctrinated me. Bro, did you just self-report that you are indoctrinated and doesn't understand anything? Or is this like a troll that you're trying to put on?
And I overcorrected a little bit. I started becoming pretty cringy as far as like, sit down and let the minorities all talk, right? Don't say anything, don't speak over them, etc. They would, it was like the whole you can't speak over can't.
What is happening? Maybe this is a troll trying to gain tipsters' trust, maybe.
Nazi kind of thing. So,
He's so mad. He's so mad.
Because you sound like an idiot. Like, of course the black guy hearing that is gonna go, what? Like, I'm pretty sure if you said that to a liberal black guy, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ah!
He's so mad.
I stand by that. So, yeah, I kind of leveled out, thankfully, and I'm less cringe now.
Did you? Are you?
I cringed.
Yeah. This is leveled out. Imagine if we would have been here a year ago.
I mean, maybe I am being cringe. Who cares?
We did it, boys.
He looks so bad.
Alec took a short bus to school.
That's the face of a man that knows that he looks like an asshole in front of a group of black people. You're suing a man and you end it with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum! Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Okay, what is this?
There's no meritocracy in this country. You look at Elon Musk, he's destroying Twitter. There's no meritocracy. That's ridiculous. Like
They're all judging me. Look at them staring me down, dude. Fuckers.
You look at Elon Musk, he's destroying Twitter. There's no meritocracy. That's ridiculous. Like
They're all judging me. Look at them staring me down, dude. Fuckers. They hate me.
I have a savior complex.
What? Bro, there's no way. That has to be a joke. That has to be a joke. There's no shot.
As an older brother, and I will save you whether you like it or not. So that's just me.
You want to be a savior and you're using me to make yourself feel good. That's what I'm hearing.
How am I hurting you?
You're not letting me have my own voice. You're not letting me speak.
How? You're speaking now?
No.
You're cutting her off.
Oh! He's not letting a black woman speak! Alright, Alec. Let's see how Alec handles this. Oh, he's going toe-to-toe with two black guys. Let's do it.
I think that President Trump supports all lives. I think that he looks at all American citizens as equal. I don't see him doing anything that would...
Okay, listen. I do not care about politics. So if you're expecting me to have some takes on this, I just want to see Alex embarrass himself.
So I don't see why someone would think that President Trump doesn't support black lives.
I've heard him say he knows all the best black people. He has all the best black friends. I do support black people all the time.
That was the worst Trump impression of all time. What? You have to breathe through your mouth and nose while you're talking as Trump. Everyone knows this. I know all the black people, all people. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it. I've just lost it. In the 1970s, there was a time where gay people couldn't vote or fuck each other in the street. Now, in 2023, any person can fuck each other in the street. The gay frogs have won.
Frank Church Committee in the 70s released it.
The Frank Church Committee in the 70s released it. I need to figure this out. This is actually annoying me. I was doing it. I was doing it all day today, trying to figure it out. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it in front of an audience. All right, hold on. I need to get the line. Hold on, I need this.
Look, here's the thing.
Look, here's the thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm kind of.
Okay.
So sorry, that was a very bad impression, but
at least he owns it.
I don't think Donald Trump wants bad things to happen to black people. So in that respect, I think he does support black lives, but the other side of that is he's not really doing anything. He didn't do anything as president, certainly, to
Is he wearing a one-piece shirt?
uplift black people.
The economy affects black people.
Yeah, I certainly disagree with that point. One of the biggest things I
What does he do for the
supported
economy?
personally. Well, yeah, we'll get into that one later. One of the biggest things he did is he secured permanent funding for HBCUs, one of the largest increases we ever saw for HBCUs, personally done by his administration, among many other things. The First Step Act, which there's a lot of debate about whether it was really the best thing to do, but that was definitely a kiss of love to the black race. Freeing Alice Johnson for menial drug crimes she committed in the past that had her locked up. She did not get to see her family for years.
Yeah, but that's not like, okay, I did say I agree, but I agree in the sense that Donald Trump doesn't literally want bad things to happen to black people, like I think a lot of conservatives do. So I think that he just says the most.
That guy's face says 1,000 words that I can't say. They're like, hey, here's examples of Donald Trump being, like good for the black community. I don't care what your politics aligned are. I'm just repeating what they're saying. And Alec is just like, yeah, but conservatives hate black people. There are black conservatives and people in the conservative space that care about black issues.
Yeah, I do think that. I think he says the things that will get him elected. So I don't think that he has any personal grudges against certain, most people. He just says the most popular thing. So I think like Ron DeSantis would be somebody that I think actually wants black people to be hurt. So by that standard, yeah, Donald Trump supports Black lives by leaps and bounds.
You think Donald Trump says the most popular thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Then why do so many people hate him?
He got elected as president.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He didn't win the popular vote either time.
That's a liberal
That's what your
talking
side
point.
likes to say.
That's a liberal talking
I'm
point.
helping you here. I'm trying to see the logic in this. Obviously, he says things to be elected as a politician very similarly to how Joe Biden did, except Joe Biden actually has a history of racism.
If he said things that people didn't like, he wouldn't have been our president.
So you like?
What? What? Dude! He was still elected. He said stupid shit on the internet all the time, and people still elected him. Where's your line of logic going? What? There's no way he's arguing with two black men about this.
Like everything that Donald Trump says, you think everything he says is popular?
I love a lot of the things he says. I think he's hilarious. When he said big water, that was one of my favorite quotes. Big water.
Water, big water, ocean water.
He did say a lot of funny shit too. That's why people kind of found him endearing, in my opinion, because he would say stupid shit like that, and I would kind of laugh at it. Big water, ocean water.
Chris, just shut the fuck up.
Like, that shit's still funny.
He has the funniest one-liners, so I love a lot of the things he says. As far as policy, he sucks, but.
I'm just shocked you're wearing a Hunter Biden hat. He likes a different kind of one line.
Oh, I know, conservatives love talking about his.
Coke. It's different. Coke, not Coke.
Trump is less of the issue and more so the people that support him, like Die Hard. They facilitate that kind of hate, I think, for a lot of people, not just black people, but
I mean, this man took out a full page in a newspaper calling for the public execution of 5 black kids. His hotels, all of his businesses have rampant history of denying black people apartments or whatever. So
I forgot about that. I should not have stepped forward.
I forgot about that. I shouldn't have stepped forward. This is great.
Trump. So I don't think he really cares about anyone, I guess, unless you're super rich or whatever.
When you look at his history on racial issues, whether it's the shithole countries comment, the plethora of comments he made about Mexican people, just the comments he made about Muslims, the idea that Trump cares at all about some particular racial minority, I think is a little bit silly. I think Trump will say whatever he needs to say to rile up his base and get elected.
I don't necessarily think those statements come from a place of hatred.
Why are all of these fucking liberal soy cuck losers so big fans of One Piece? I don't get it. Hassan started talking about One Piece being a freedom fighter thing, and I was like, what?
You're a bad person. I think he was saying if you like to fly planes into towers or behead people or throw people off of buildings, maybe you're not the most virtuous person out there.
I supported Trump because he made the economy good, and so the economy then impacted black people, white people, Latino people. It impacted everybody. But Trump, he didn't think specifically, I don't think, about black people. He thought about himself, and he thought about how can I make America great for me, and making and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go with this guy. And the reason I'm gonna go with this guy is because if he can make America great and he can make that rise for everybody, I'm gonna benefit from that. So that's why
I want to see him argue with this woman.
And that's why I voted for him. That's why I supported him.
How does that specifically benefit black people? Again, he has.
How does that specifically benefit black people? The economy, she said it. In her eyes, the economy became better, which was good for the black community, which means more black community members have more money. Latino communities, white communities, money flowed in. There was an uptick in people's income. She just said it.
Racist businessman, well documented. So I just.
And Biden's not. Biden's not.
Yes, he is. He created the crime bill. So that's regardless of the point.
Address the Central Park 5. That's what you brought up, right? How do you feel about that?
Well,
he took
actually,
that full page after they were
so I haven't.
He wanted them to be killed.
Well,
executed just because they were black. And he bars people from attending his businesses or like renting apartments from all his like stupid Trump towers. I
think Trump at that point was, like many people in this room, particularly liberals, a victim of the media. I think he was scared. I think he was ashamed of the things that he heard in the news and wanted to take action.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, if the economy goes up, everyone benefits. Doesn't matter what race. Like, I don't get this argumentation shit. I hate politics. I hate debate.
Himself as a businessman, not as a
Why
racist.
are you infantilizing him?
I don't like, also real quick, because people keep bringing up this comparison to the '93 crime bill from Biden. That crime bill, this was at the height of like violent crime and the crack epidemic in the United States. The Congressional Black Caucus supported that crime bill. Everybody in the United States supported that crime bill. The idea that that crime bill was like some racist piece of legislation that Biden was just wheeling out because he hates black people, and that's somehow comparable to the Donald Trump's treatment of the Central Park Five that were already exonerated. That wasn't a victim of the media. The media said they were done. They were exonerated in court. They weren't there.
As I understand it, the prosecutor of the five, he was a black guy, and so in being a black guy, he went and he looked at all the evidence and said these guys are guilty.
Black people can also be racist against other black people.
Or just make mistakes.
Did Alex just say that?
No, I don't think we should use the word, and I'll tell you why. Because niggas have gotten used to it. That's why. Hell, they like it now. It's like when you growing crops and you strip the soil of its nutrients and goodness, and then you can't grow nothing. You gotta rotate your race of sludge. Now, I know it's hard, cause niggas just rolled off the tongue the way sweat rolls off a nigga's forehead. But we cannot let that be a crutch, especially when there are so many other fine substitutes. Spade, punch, boo. I say next time you gonna call a dark hair nigga, call that a bunny instead.
So if anybody does anything you disagree
What, you never seen LTG going off a ball? LTG's rough.
with,
It's just funny to hear it coming from a white guy.
in regards to the Central Park Five, even if they themselves are a black person, they're just a self-loathing black person, they're just a racist black person.
If they disagree
that
with me, they're
prosecutor was
racist.
doing his job.
That's my policy. If they disagree with me, they're racist.
I
think Trump is, I think Trump has.
I need to see him. I need to see this.
In better place. This isn't about these people.
Yeah.
He has 6 friends who are police officers, okay? And he says that like these police officers like quit during the Black Lives Matter shit, right? Or some shit like that. And I was like, the Black Lives Matter shit, right? Or some shit like that. And I was like, geez, 6 police officer friends. That's a lot, right? That's a lot.
Are you not allowed to be friends with cops?
Police officer friends. So he said this, and
is it bad to be friends with cops? To be fair for Alec, that's a lot of friends. Yeah. Dude, like, I'm gonna be real. Not all cops are evil.
I replied with, my guy, you have 6 cop friends. I guarantee you there are 6 very clean sets of boots right now.
So he's peeved that his joke that the black man cleaned these cops' boots, which means that he licked them clean, which means he's a bootlicker. He's like, they didn't include me dishing out this banger line of this black guy licking these cops' boots clean because he's friends with them. I can't believe they would leave that out. They really screwed me over by not leaving that in. Maybe they were trying to help you, Alec.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute here. I gotta listen to that back. Now that has different connotations.
So he said this, and I replied with, my guy, you have 6 cop friends. I guarantee you there are 6 very clean sets of boots right now.
Wow. And this dude's a leftist? I thought leftists weren't supposed to be racist. Wow, boot licking. A black guy boot licking for the cops. I was not expecting that.
Maybe they were trying to help you, Alec.
And they took that out of the final cut. Oh my.
Man, I wonder why. It sounded insane.
My God, they did me so
No, I know. It's just really funny, Beckett, that they pretend like they're not racist, but they are incredibly racist or anti-Semitic.
Dirty. All right, I'll get over it. And he said they took out your bootlicker zinger, and I'm like, I know they did. I'm so pissed.
Bro, I would not want that out on the internet for an 8 million sub channel to have a clip of me saying something to a black guy like you're bootlicking for the cops.
I see you once again elevating yourself above the rest of us.
Bitch, you are a bitch. You are a horrible f***ing monster, okay? F*** off.
And particularly at me, a white man elevating himself above a black person. He called me a bootlicker.
He called me a bootlicker.
Oh no, I triggered them all. I'm sorry.
I triggered them all. Wow, what is happening?
I'm chilling, buddy.
Yes, you are.
The black man says, I'm not triggered, I'm just chilling, buddy.
I'm sorry.
I'm chilling, buddy.
But Alec keeps him in place by letting him know, yes, you are. You are triggered.
No, I triggered them all. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
triggered. I'm chilling, buddy.
Yes,
So
you
what I
are.
hope comes out of this
chilling.
conversation is that we're all Americans.
I'm very glad that they kept that in where he addressed the hat, because it's so obvious that that triggered him. You know what I mean?
Even if they themselves are a black person, they're just a self-loathing black person.
You must be triggered. Why is he talking like the SJWs of 2016? No, the anti-SJWs from 2016. Why is he doing that? Isn't using you're triggered a anti-woke thing to say from back in the day? Maybe I'm just too old. And when I hear triggered, I just think of like Gamergate era 2014 to 2016 shit. That's literally where my brain goes to.
They're just a racist black person.
If they disagree
that
with me, they're
prosecutor was
racist.
doing his job.
That's my policy. If they disagree with me, they're racist.
If people disagree with you, they're racist,
Yes.
just in general.
I was just kidding.
He's just, yeah.
You never know.
Just like
one
the
of those
hat.
kind of moments.
Sorry if I triggered you. I'm sorry.
You made a point.
Sorry if I triggered you. Wow, this dude is a douchebag.
Yes,
You
they
made a
kept it
point.
in. I really don't care what you think I am. I wish I had I wish I had backfired. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely backfired.
Wait, I found the source for him going over the Jubilee videos with President Sunday. He went on with President Sunday? I'll watch this in my free time, but that's crazy. 4 hours, dude. 4 hours.
I know you meant to say fired back, and you're so cocky and think you're so smart, but you don't realize how much of a lol cow you are, and you were like, yeah, I wish I had backfired. How is this real?
I really don't care what you think I am. I wish I had I wish I had backfired. You know what I mean?
Grew up conservative, but I
The
did
eye
have more
roll.
left-wing
They're
ideas
so
about
pissed.
like.
Yeah, because you're acting like a douchebag. They're just trying to have a conversation. You're acting like a total...
I have 6 children, and 2 boys, 4 girls. And all of them went to.
I feel so bad for them.
This one.
They're all judging me. Look at them.
I feel so bad for them. Wait. This is obviously clipped poorly for him, and I will acknowledge that, but it's still crazy that you said these things. She says my kids went to Harvard, and she's like, oh, I feel so bad for them.
Staring me down with daggers, dude. Daggers. They.
Oh, okay. Thank God. It's just him saying daggers. Oh, thank Jesus Christ. Oh, I thought he went full hard R. Thank Christ. Thank Christ.
Like I said
They're all
earlier.
judging me. Look at them staring me down, dude. Daggers.
Okay. I was like, holy shit.
Okay, but you don't really care
Precisely.
about homeless veterans, right?
That's just
you
a
don't
laughable
support.
idea.
You don't
I
know
feel like
me.
all your arguments.
He tells the black guy that he doesn't care about homeless veterans,
Okay, but you don't really care
Precisely.
about homeless veterans, right?
and then when the black guy says, you don't know me,
You don't
I
know
feel like
me.
you're.
he just starts laughing, and he just starts laughing.
You don't know
I feel like
me.
all your arguments.
Dude, Alex seems like a douchebag. How does this guy take himself seriously? Because he tried doing that with the lyrics thing, and he doesn't do research. Bro, I don't think he's ever having fun. I think this dude is like just really fucking insular. Like he doesn't live a solid life.
Oh, he's so mad. I did so good. Oh, he's so mad. I did so good.
The color of our skin. I mean, as Martin Luther King said.
He also did not like capitalism.
I think something that
Notice like the silence.
She's so pissed. Look at her. Not by the color.
She's shocked hearing you say that. She's talking about a race-related thing, and then you bring up, yeah, he hated capitalism. He was a communist, and it's like, where did that come from?
But Democrats are taking fucking slave on it. I hate these people. This isn't about love. This is just about making the world a fucking better place. This isn't about me personally loving this bitch or this, okay? Like, I don't love these people.
Did I earn this position myself, or did my ancestors' suffering earn this for me?
And 2, I've seen it in the
Who fucking cares?
I love it.
Did I earn this position myself, or did my ancestors' suffering earn this for me?
And 2, I've seen it in the
Who fucking cares?
Guy put himself into a position where he was able to do something better. And he's like, I don't want to be dictated by my history. And Alec just goes, who gives a shit that you want that? This was 6 months ago this video was clipped. It's not fuck your ancestors. It's like, how come you don't wallow in the history of your ancestors?
Love how the black guy is like, did I earn this position or was it given to me? And Alec comes in with, Who cares? Why do you care? You come from thousands of years of cave people. What do you give a shit?
Your ancestors' suffering earned everything for you. If your ancestors hadn't done what they did, you wouldn't be here, and you certainly would not be enjoying the fruits of their suffering, regardless of it.
Does he not know that, like, black people were taken from Africa and brought to America and horrible treatment, and they were forced to come to America as like, does Alec... Where's Alec? What? Yes, slavery was bad. Hot take. But like, if a guy doesn't want to be dictated by his history, he wants to be the individual to grow outside of that history, that's a good thing. Like, Alec thinks he's cooking right now, but me as like a common sense person, I'm like, I feel like you're missing the point of what he's trying to get at.
Or whatever. Okay, you live in a society that began being built like thousands upon thousands of years ago. They all suffered for your benefit. That's such a stupid way of looking at this. It's like, why the fuck do you care?
I mean, the black guy cares. That's what the conversation is about. Affirmative action. And I love how Alec makes up an awful argument and then goes, what a stupid argument that is that I just made up. What an idiot. But let's get a little more intimate with Alec. Let's see where this all started and how far he's come in his political journey.
I wouldn't even say he's doing like the edgy leftist thing like Destiny. I wouldn't even say that. Because, like, if he did the edgy leftist thing, he'd still be able to articulate a point that makes sense to the common guy. This guy genuinely is just an idiot.
Sometime during college and then afterwards, especially during COVID, my sister actually indoctrinated me into a more leftist position.
Indoctrinated me. Bro, did you just self-report that you are indoctrinated and doesn't understand anything? Or is this like a troll that you're trying to put on?
And I overcorrected a little bit. I started becoming pretty cringy as far as like, sit down and let the minorities all talk, right? Don't say anything, don't speak over them, etc. They would, it was like the whole you can't speak over can.
What is happening? Maybe this is a troll trying to gain tipsters' trust, maybe.
Nazi kind of thing. So,
He's so mad. He's so mad.
Because you sound like an idiot. Like, of course the black guy hearing that is gonna go, what? Like, I'm pretty sure if you said that to a liberal black guy, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Ah! He's so mad.
I stand by that. So, yeah, I kind of leveled out, thankfully, and I'm less cringe now.
Did you? Are you?
I cringed.
Yeah. This is leveled out. Imagine if we would have been here a year ago.
I mean, maybe I am being cringe. Who cares?
We did it, boys.
He looks so bad.
Alec took a short bus to school.
That's the face of a man that knows that he looks like an asshole in front of a group of black people.
We found it. Pure, raw, uncut autism. I don't know what's lower, his self-awareness or the affect in his fucking face.
They argue that it's more racist nowadays because it excludes so many Asian Americans from getting into universities.
Yeah, totally.
Who deserve a spot, and they can't get in because of affirmative action, which, again, like you were saying.
See, but that's not true. They don't bar people who have higher qualifications from getting in. They don't do that. Student who self-identifies as Asian will need 140 SAT points higher than whites, 320 SAT points higher than Hispanics, and 450 SAT points higher than African Americans. National Study of College Experience. Well, I don't know enough about that, honestly.
Then why are you talking? Why are you talking?
Bar people who have...
Yo, Chris, check this out. What? Should you just send me shit? What is this?
higher.
Oh God, can we just get through this? Please, just let me get through this.
Qualifications from getting in. They don't do that. I don't know enough about that, honestly.
Why do you assume that just because there is a disparity means it's because of a racial issue?
What else would it be from?
Bitch! You are a bitch!
So if you're going to get rid of affirmative action, what's the replacement?
Meritocracy.
There's no meritocracy in this country. You look at Elon Musk, he's destroying Twitter. There's no meritocracy. That's ridiculous.
Did this squid really just say, you think meritocracy exists? Look at Twitter.
Because I would
Listen, Alec believes Twitter's real life. I'm believing it.
That the people who are least likely to have good outcomes in an academic setting are those who have to work 2 jobs. These are and have other stresses in their life. They can't afford a doctor. They can't afford a dentist. They can't afford anything.
I had to do that too, though.
Those are the
That's
people.
not just black people. It's not just.
But it's overwhelming.
And that's the liberal, by the way. That's the other fucking liberal chiming in there. She's like, well, I had to go through that. Oh no.
But she's literally saying that's not just a solely black issue, and this dude's like, like your experience is invalidated. And this is the dude that tried to champion Tipster and sexually harass lyrics.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was really hoping they took this question out. I went to sit down for this. No, 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 no. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. No.
I think that President Trump supports.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh.
Oh. I need to know what that question is.
Oh, man. I think they took out my Trump impression.
So I don't see why.
Oh, that's what he was concerned about.
Someone would think that President Trump doesn't support Black lives.
I've heard him say.
No, no, don't do this to me. No. Oh God. Oh God. It's gonna be so bad. Oh God. Okay, just play it. Just do
he
it.
knows all the best black
No!
people. He has all the best black friends. I do support black people all the time. So sorry, that was a very bad impression, but
okay, it wasn't that
I don't
bad.
think that.
Okay, it wasn't that bad.
He's been speaking horribly to this black man the entire time and keeps calling him triggered after the fact. And look at the look in his face. Imagine how brave you have to be to say this to this black person's face because you're a leftist and he's a conservative. Isn't that so brave?
Like Trump, he's an attention whore. He does the attention whore thing better than Elon Musk does. Okay, let's just put it that way. He's like Elon Musk light, kind of. He's like a different flavor of Elon Musk.
He made the economy good, and so the economy then impacted black
he did do the things that make the economy go line go up.
people, white people, Latino people.
It made the economy
impacted
good,
everybody.
baby.
But Trump.
That's a positive thing. That's her argument. Is that? Oh my God. He didn't have the balls to say this in front of them when he was with them, but he's got streamer balls now to his 12 viewer audience.
Like, who's the economy good for right now? Like, if he made the economy so good, why is it currently...
Yeah, I hate when I make more money. I don't like money. Guys, I don't like it when the economy does better. I kind of like that poor people stay poor. This is giving me like a migraine.
We are listening to a leftist right now process how the economy was good under Trump and now under Biden it's bad. This is the cognitive dissonance that has to happen to understand that.
Isn't it? Wait, it's getting better right now, right? Under Biden? Like with all the labor union action stuff. But like when Biden took office, the economy was in the shitter. Granted, it was in the midst of COVID.
Yes, COVID was bad. COVID was bad for the world economy, not just America. Like, I'm gonna smash my face into my keyboard. What is this? Of course it's Ohio.
Be fair, but it's not like it was like doing so great right before COVID either, right? I'd have to look into it.
How do you state what you state if you don't look into shit? Like,
and I was like, yeah, no, that's fair. I'm pretty extreme leftist. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna back off of that, but I don't really care about the label. I believe in things that are good, and that's it.
And then George Floyd dies, and initially I was like enraged like everybody else. And then it started to...
initially I acted normal about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe the police shouldn't kill people who are overdosing on fentanyl.
How is being enraged about a news story normal? Especially during a global pandemic, as if you didn't have other things to worry about. Also, the cops couldn't have known that he was, I'm glad you said, overdosing on fentanyl. Also, George Floyd was 6'4" and Derek Chauvin was 5'9". That's like a fantasy fight in MMA, and George Floyd would have to know virtually nothing about fighting, and Derek Chauvin would have to know virtually everything about fighting for that match to happen.
Initially, I was like enraged like everybody else.
I'm not getting into the George Floyd argument. I believe he shouldn't have died. That's my statement.
And then it started to...
initially I acted normal about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe the police shouldn't kill people who are overdosing on fentanyl. Maybe that would be a good thing to do.
I'm not an asshole that does blacks versus cops. I'm not that asshole.
Or a good thing to stop. But then I was like, no, actually, I'm going to be a bad person.
In second grade, when they taught us about slavery, almost every kid in my classroom would spend their entire time looking at black kids in that classroom. How was I supposed to not think, wow, these people are feeling guilty for something that they have no involvement in and I have no involvement in?
Every kid in my classroom understood the context.
People hate feeling uncomfortable. Obviously, you don't want to feel
See,
like
when they give anecdotes, just make shit up that's exactly the opposite. Lie back. Just lie back. Just say, no, in my second grade class, they all understood the context. We learned about slavery and everything was hunky-dory. So now what? Now what? Now you have nothing. I thought that I came off looking pretty damn good. Now what? Make
People hate.
They have no involvement in, and I have no
Every
involvement
kid in my
second
classroom understood the context.
People hate feeling uncomfortable. Obviously, you don't want to feel
See,
like
when they give anecdotes, just fucking make shit up that's exactly the opposite. Lie back. Just lie back. Just say, no, in my second grade class, they all understood the context. We learned about slavery and everything was hunky-dory. So now what? Now what? Now you have nothing. I thought that I came off looking pretty damn good. I think I did a pretty damn good job.
This is a real person. This person exists.
And I think that those little snide
the new tipster orbiters are 50 times funnier than the old ones.
Remarks that I make were perfect for this format. If you're going to, if you're going to like get a point across in a format like this, what I've learned from this experience is those little quips are perfect because you don't have a guarantee that anything that you say is going to be kept in. So if you like get a word in while somebody's kind of on a monologue, you just like throw a little quip in like, okay.
Yeah, just remember those quips made him quit the internet. Yeah, I looked great in this. Proceeds to put out a tweet saying I looked like put out a community post statement saying I looked like an asshole.
Hey, but you don't really care about homeless veterans.
But yeah, he's like, I looked real good at that though.
I think that works very effectively.
Of course you think that, but let's see what other people think about your performance.
Why do you assume that just because there is a disparity means it's because of a racial issue?
What else would it be from?
I mean,
upbringing, economic abilities,
desire
skills.
to go, desire to.
I mean, zip code does play a lot. If you grow up in a neighborhood that experiences a lot of trauma, you're not as likely to do as well in school, which means you're...
Why did they grow up in a neighborhood that experiences a lot of trauma?
I mean, lots of people do.
And you could sit around for as long as you wanted with your girlfriends talking about Roe v. Wade and talking about overthrowing the patriarchy in the hope that one day you might get your pee-pee touched.
She gave one pee-pee touch. Okay.
But my favorite moment there was when Alec said, what else would it be, when talking about the reason for disparities. Guys, if you...
I'm missing the tweets. Okay. Wait, Ben, I'm getting so many... Beckett, why did you send me this? Why? On my Jubilee appearance, I think I did better than a lot of people would have under some sort of expression in that format. A lot of footage used the end of the shoot. Does seem jokey energy. Also, Destiny being there was a huge surprise. I felt like I had to outshine him. Well, that got me more attention. And the trade-off is that I come off looking indignant and self-righteous at times. My comment about having a savior complex was a misfire. As my impassioned too. Speech at the end. Although that blonde lady moronic comment saved me somewhat, but I had some good one-liners and managed to irritate them more than once. Moving forward, I put more focus on being funny and poking fun at conservatives rather than acting pretentious. This guy is not a real person. So it occurs to me that I was on Jubilee with Destiny, and Destiny debated Ben Shapiro. So do you guys think it would be possible for me to do a few rounds with the little guy? No. No, this is NPC behavior. Chat, do you want to see what Beckett sent me? What after this tweet? After this tweet, Nani put in chat. Picking out an outfit for my Jubilee Middle Ground episode would be a lot easier if I were on the side of black conservatives. Wow, this guy's a douchebag. You want to see this? I'm making this an emote effective today. This is now an emote for the channel. If you become a member today, you will be able to use this emote on the next live stream. This is if Minnie Mouse, got into, HRT.
You weren't convinced that people are being indoctrinated into a skin-deep ideology, one where any disparity that exists has to be because of racism, and they see racism absolutely everywhere and in everything. This video should be the final proof that you need. This guy is so indoctrinated that he actually can't see anything but racism.
So the name of the show that I'm on is called, I think it's called Fuck Your Face with Facts and... Oh, no, sorry. It's not that one. It's not the Fuck Your Face with Facts and Logic episode. It's called Middle Ground. That's the name of this show. The name of the show is Middle Ground, okay? When you go on the show, they tell you, don't attack people, let people speak. Our goal is to have a conversation and to try to find middle ground, because that's the name of the show, okay? You can kind of see maybe why my intonation and my approach to the episode was a little bit more conciliatory than I would be on the fuck your face with facts and logic show, okay?
He's wanted to do to my people. So that's why I feel so strongly about it, because it is these policies that date back centuries that were built off of the death and poverty of my people.
Let's take a breath.
Sure. I'm breathing.
Okay.
Oh God, this guy's so condescending.
Yes, Destiny, yes. All right. Is there anything else of Alex saying things? Okay, I don't care what Destiny has to say.
I thought that I came
like, what is the
good?
What?
Remember when Alex said,
I thought that I came off looking pretty damn good. I think I did a pretty damn good job. And I think that those little snide remarks that I make were perfect for this format.
Well, he also said,
if you just own the fucking savior complex thing, like, it disarms them. They don't know how to respond to that.
What? Yeah, just own being an annoying savior of black people when they don't want a savior. Like, yeah, just ignore, totally disarms them. Is this a real human being that I'm watching right now? The black community doesn't want a white savior. But if you just say that you are, just own it, they have nothing to say. What the fuck? This guy isn't real.
Because you could see they just turn into a crying, you're speaking over me, please.
Yes, you're speaking over them because you're being an asshole.
Please, no, stop.
Well, after a good night's sleep and several conversations in the shower, he managed to walk these things back on Twitter. But first, let's hear him really feel good about himself before I show you that.
I did everything in my power to get as much screen time as possible, to get as much voice in as possible, to vocalize my opinions as much as possible, keep the camera on me.
Oh, so he's an attention whore. Much like the two people he says that are Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Oh, I get it. He's a clout shark. Oh, it's so, man, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you for using Opinion for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there. And we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often. So make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.